What's up, fam? It's your boy Isaac. I'm back. Just got a box from Evil Alloy. So super psyched. There's brake levers, but that's a big box for brake levers. So let's take a look and see what this is. I told Adam I'm building up a 20-inch bike and I needed some brake levers for my flatland bike. And he was like, dude, got you. Let's take a look at what this looks like. These are really big brake levers. Cutting away from myself. 80s dads. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. Shirts, shirts, shirts. All right. First and foremost, I haven't seen these in person, and I'm super excited. Y'all, look at this. These are the Pro One brake levers. Short. Very, very cool. Going on the torquer, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's light brake hole. There's some holes. I'll open it up in a minute. We'll go through the whole thing, man. All right, let's take a look over here. Front and rear. Super excited. These are like they don't he didn't go and produce the a left and a right with the logo on the top and the barrel on the back. I'm just gonna flip one upside down. That's the way I always did it in the 80s because I don't I ride bikes. I don't look at bikes. So that's where like stuff is important to me. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Evil Alloy BMX products. All right. This one got the Evil Alloy logo on the front and then Evil Alloy BMX products on the back. I like the red and the blue with the white. That looks really cool. I'm feeling this one. I like this shirt a lot. That's cool. Super like that. The colors on there, I hope the camera picks it up, but I'll go outside and we'll get some pictures here in a minute. Excited. I love shirts, man. That was like one of my favorite things as a kid was going and I mean, I think I had BMX shirts were a little bit harder to find at like a local bike shop. You might be able to find like I think I had a Have a Day Dino shirt, which is just a circle, two dots, and like a single line, not a smile, not a frown, just Have a Day. Anarchic Adjustment I had a couple of those shirts, but you had to buy those online. So it was like going to the store and getting like a bike shop or anything like that. You just couldn't do it. So now is a grown up, like here's my Amy one. Like I love BMX shirts. It's so fun. This one's clever. So we've got the evil dude on the front with the pitchfork on his knuckles, Evil Alloy BMX products. And then on the back, Adam gets so much heat about the name of his company, calling it Evil Alloy. People just really get upset with him. So he made a shirt, Even Jesus Rolls with Us, and it's a cartoon of Jesus BMXing on a bike. So he's poking some fun at some controversy. Evil Alloy. Um, Jesus loves you guys. That's it. Period. Full stop. Pop. All of us. All right. This one's pretty cool too. Dude, I haven't seen this one before. I like this. Evil Alloy with the crossed hands, crossed skull. Love that. That's a fantastic looking shirt, Adam. Love it. And oh, it's cool. New hat day. Evil Alloy patch. It is a flex fit. And yeah, flex fit, large, extra large. I love this, man. Getting fitted hats back in the day, that was like a big deal, like trying to find a fitted hat. Remember, you used to have to measure your head, know what hat size you are. All right, one more brake lever. This one I'm excited about too. I'm gonna open this one up and show us all. This one's gonna go on the teal and purple AMX 250. All right, so this is the first time I've taken a really good look at these up close and personal. Let's come with a Pro One sticker from Evil Alloy. I'm gonna put my box down and let's get into these levers. So my first thoughts, I mean, good motion, right? No resistance there. You can see how this works. You got the bolts here. two Allen screws, Allen here, Allen there. So they screw in there. Nice. Evil Alloy Trident is etched on there. It's silver. It's appearing white right now when I'm looking at my screen, but it's actually just silver engraved in there. And then you have the matching barrel. And I know you can get these in different colors as well. So if like your bike is a couple different colors, you can get lever. I mean, it's all, you could take all this stuff apart, match them up to make your bike matchy-matchy if that's your thing. Smooth. Very smooth. And then it's got the 3 holes in there. There you go. Cannot wait to see what this feels like. You've got I didn't even notice that there's a hole there. A hole on the bottom. And then you have your adjustment screw here. You set it up how close it is. I like this. Some interesting, cool, like I'm really digging the angles on this. I'm very, very cool. Solid, feels stiff. I like that. Aluminum stiff, so that's good. The Pro 1 brake levers by Evil Alloy are the perfect match between form and function. These complement the Pro 1 brake arms perfectly, whether on the track, on the street, or on your Carpet Queen. These levers will give you all that you're looking for and then some. Unlike lots of levers out there, there's no cheap bushing in here. These actually are 100% CNC constructed out of 7075 T6 aluminum with double sealed bearings and a brake lever. And so you know it's going to give you that unmatched feel and precision in your braking. And that's what we all want, especially those of us that are reliant on our brakes to help us perform what we want to do on our bikes. And look, guys, there's so many colors to choose from. They've got chrome, they've got polished, orange, titanium gray, blue, gold, green, pink, black, purple, red. They're all here. You can find these over at evilalloy.com. Look for the Pro 1 brake lever. It's part of the Pro 1 brake system. You will not be disappointed in how smooth the operating is on these. It's so easy to pull. So go take a look, grab a pair for your next build. You will not be disappointed. I've loved riding BMX bikes since I was a kid in the 80s, and since the moment I switched over from a coaster brake to a cable pull brake, it was over. I loved every minute of riding my bike. When you think about brake levers, it's kind of wild. I've been thinking about it myself, and it's one of the parts on my bike that I interact with the most when I'm out riding, but I think about the very least, which is ironic. And maybe that's what brake levers are about. I mean, I enjoy the art of them. I love the look of them, but really it's just another tool for me to enjoy my bike and what I'm trying to do on it. So I never really think too much about it until you grab something like this. It's really been thoughtfully engineered. You know, bearings and brakes. I remember switching to my first real good brake lever, because before they all just kind of flexed and there wasn't a whole lot of reliability, and then braking was just kind of implied. It really didn't stop you. I remember finding my very first Diacomp brake lever, and man, that really changed the game. It was perfectly placed, and it just felt like such a good stiff upgrade for your bike. And we all, as riders, we loved it. And I think that's when we all just switched to that style of brake lever from the old clamp-on kind. When I think about a brake lever, I really think about the way that the cable pulls and slides, and just that immediate function and feedback. The more feedback I can get from my brakes while I'm riding, the easier it's going to be for me to, say, hold a wheelie up. Or if I can pull the brake back when I'm doing a flatland trick and just trust that the amount of pressure I have on that lever is going to keep the bike steady, that's really all I need. But I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the way these look, the way they feel. Can't wait to go put them on the bike. All right, you guys, now let's talk about what makes the Evil Alloy Pro 1 brake lever stand out. Why is it worth the price that they're asking? Well, there's a few different things. This is a traditional brake lever. This is a typical Diacomp. Had it, it's what we ran forever. Now,
where the lever attaches to the lever housing, right in here is just a bushing. That's just a, right in here between the metal, there's just a piece of plastic. They look like this. This is just a one that's wore out from something else, but you get the idea. It's just a plastic washer, and that's what keeps the friction when you're using a brake lever here. Now, the difference between the Pro 1 is you can see this piece here is raised up off with the Allen bolt. You see how it's thicker, and it's here, and then there's one on the bottom side. If I rotate this up a bit, oh, I can't move it. But under here, there's the same thing. That's because Evil Alloy puts sealed bearings here, so you get a bearing instead of just a piece of plastic bushing. So that's one thing there. The other difference, the barrel adjuster is quite a bit easier to move and adjust and a little bit bulkier than a typical barrel adjuster on an old school lever. So that's one of the biggest things is you're going to have really smooth features because of the bearings, and then the wider adjuster just makes it easier on the fly to come in here, make some adjustments, because it's easy and I'm not like having to grip on something small like this. It's easy just to do this with a glove. I can easily adjust. So that's one of the biggest things about the Pro 1 brake lever that makes it stand out. It's got some great lines. The holes that are drilled throughout the brake lever itself just make it look cool. It's a good addition when you pair it with the Pro 1 brake, the actual brake arms for your brake. So the system itself is great, super smooth, but if you have the brake lever and the brake arms together, you're really getting the smoothest brake you could possibly get for the money. So there you go. That's what they look like. This is on my 26. Let's go take a look at my my 20-inch flatland bike. The one thing I'll point out when I'm riding this on a big bike, this, if you look at my fingers, this is a 2-finger pull. I typically run my hand at the end, so I'm using a 1-finger pull, which is fine because my brakes are super dialed, so I can do the 1-finger cable pull. My rule of thumb typically is that I use 2 fingers if it's a cable brake, just so I know I'm getting enough tension, being able to pull. If I have an oh god moment, I'm starting to loop out, I will grab, both fingers will grab a brake lever. So for example, this here I can get 3. 2 is very comfortable. This is the Supercross Speedline Elite brake lever. So this one you have 1 finger, 2-finger, or 3-finger will fit. The Pro 1 is a shorter throw on the lever itself, so you really only have 2. When I'm riding, you'll see me, if you see me riding in any videos with one of these doing a wheelie, it's 1 finger, because 2 fingers just basically will wear out my forearm too quick. So unless you have really dialed brakes and you're doing wheelies, I would say just be very careful and conscious of the length of this. You're going to get, because it's shorter, you're going to need more strength to pull, just because of physics. The longer the lever, the more leverage you can get. The shorter is going to be a little bit harder to pull and get a lock. Now, I'm still riding it on my flatland bike because it does lock up. It just depends on how you're riding your bike. So that's just something to be aware of. If you're just a cruiser, a peddler with a custom bike, this is going to be amazing for you with just a 2-finger pull. Cruising around, you're going to love it. You're going to get a lot of looks, and you're going to get a lot of compliments because they are bright. When you see them in the sun, they really pop. So let's take a look at the gold ones I have on my flatland bike. All right. So here we have the Torker LPF Freestyle 20-inch flatland bike. I've got the rear lever here, and this is the same thing. I just flip it over, so that's why you don't see the Evil Alloy logo here, and you see the barrel. You just flip them over and you can have a front and the left. So I love on a 20, like the 20-inch, how snappy it is and just how smooth they are, especially with a 990 brake. It gives me a little bit extra touch and feel because of the ball bearings that are in here. So I absolutely love it. Let's see if we can do a couple tricks. We'll show you what they look like. Good feel, good touch. I like how predictable they are. See if I can get a lawnmower for you guys. There we go. Haven't even warmed up, but you get the idea. So that's the Pro One brake levers from Evil Alloy. They work on 20-inch Fantastic. They work on your big bikes. If you're looking for some extra bling, some extra comfort, and just something that looks different, look up the Pro One brake lever from Evil Alloy.